yes, we are finally getting started, and yes, we have Maryland running the crit streak in the first underground. We've been seeing this throughout the season as broder and Epsilon eSports have gone live here, ladies and gentlemen, for the second map in the ETF2L Season 15 Grand Final. My name is Pledge. Admirable's with me with John on the camera, and as this map goes live, the first middle's going live as Rib and Numlock meet on this middle point.
Rib is fast. Numlock rolling out from that ramp room. Actually pushes down the right hand side, tries to land stickies onto the scouts, doesn't block in the combo, and he will go down for that. He did get jukebox in the process though, so that's at least a trade. Now Pumpa onto Shocky Bash onto Zappis. The crits comes in just in the nick of time, and broder will clean up the players trying to assault Maryland, but they might be able to chase out the Epsilon combo. Nox and Mike well positioned to escape here. They're going to have Uber in time to defend their own CP2. But will broder continue to push for the force? That would probably be the right move. Gonna have that forward spawn coming into effect. Look at this little jump forward from Mike. Now he's given broder something else to think about. They know Mike is on the flank. He's just bullying them out here, bullying them out. Any dreams they had of forced off Epsilon's Uber have been dashed just by that simple jump through.
I like the way that they just fall back as soon as they realize that, though. Obviously, they're not throwing away players just for free. I can only assume that Jukebox is some... Oh, there you go. Tips from Ips. Jukebox right there pulling it out. Is Numlock seeing him? Numlock is looking, but he doesn't see him. Numlock, no, he doesn't see him. No one actually sees him. Jukebox sitting on top of that side. He's going to try and force this one off. Here he comes. Gets that force onto Nox. The tips from Ips proving successful. Unlucky that Ips guy's not in the grand final. Now it's crit streak time, James.
Well, the crits has popped off pretty early. They were expecting that Uber to fade, but it was the full 8 seconds on to Seb Barton. Zebasai goes down for his over-eagerness, and broder just getting, slightly ahead of themselves by a few seconds. They had that crits popped off, ready to do damage, but everybody was still flashed with that Uber charge. That's a little bit heartbreaking, but hey, that's an error. They got punished.
They just pulled off that crit streak, and it was like literally 1 or 2 more seconds. It would have been fantastic, but they ended up popping that one off a little bit too early. Broder throwing that one out. What'd you say? Sorry.
Is this Div 3 that I'm watching? What's going on here?
Let's just assume they were also thinking it was 10 seconds. Let's just.
Oh yeah. Pledge, what have you done?
Yeah, they were listening to the cast earlier. Is Jukebox gonna snipe? And Zap is going to play this heavy weapons guy. This is the way broder likes to defend. They slow the game down a little bit and depend on Jukebox just getting those headshots whenever anyone is not Ubered. I'm wondering, what is Epsilon exactly going to do? They leave Numlock on this right-hand side on his own, and they're going to Uber through the top-hand side. Numlock gets taken down by Rib. And obviously broder, look at that. They're just holding, not losing a single player. Now they lose one. And that is pretty much it. Backup's already happening as well. Losing 2 players in the process. And now the third. Oh my god, Epsilon just shifting it up. Getting the picks exactly when they really need to. And broder suddenly just losing players all over the place. And even though Rib, I think he got a 2 or 3 man out of that one. He did a fantastic job. But Epsilon's going to pick up the first round. And I said it before the game. If Epsilon can get a quick first round, I think they might have so much momentum that broder only has something to say when it's already like 3-0 or something like that. Broder's going to have to change it, and they're going to have to change it now, James.
Yeah, I'm going to see what Numlock is up to this time. He's going that right side again. He's going to come out on the rump room. He chose to push fast, right? Previously, this time he's going to go up top. He's going to take a slower mid, but Rib is already waiting for him and gets a couple of stickies onto Numlock, and that scout there, Bash, is on 30 HP. He can't partake in this mid fight. Rib goes down though for his over-aggression. Numlock will go in as well, but the health is pretty bad for both sides. Zevo and Tumpa very weak, and half of their team are in middle fighting here.
Oh, what a shot! Oh my god! Mike, you're a beast! Can someone please check that PC? I cannot believe he hit those shots. The air shot of the Zebasai was absolutely monstrous, and Nox are just sitting on the top. Mike, you're a god among men. That's just the way it is at the moment. As Mike step it up for Epsilon. Top damaging on that first map, and right now it's just absurd. I think broder's just going to say to themselves, you know what, we would have won that middle if it wasn't for Mike.
The impressive thing is, plays that Mike is actually doing all this whilst balanced on a unicycle. That's the real beauty of it.
He's juggling as well, whilst on the unicycle and hitting the air shots. That's basically what's happening at the moment. As, yeah, it's just getting absurd. broder's going to hold on towards this one, though. It's Maryland, he just have that regular Uber charge ready to rock and roll. And with the kill into Bash, broder might actually feel... Oh, they get a lot of spam damage done here on the right-hand side as well. I don't think Epsilon really like that position. They need to heal up, and they need to heal up quick. The Uber's been popped off, and Nox is going to serve for the time being. Pop it off at pretty much the correct time. And here comes the follow-up from Epsilon. They like doing this. They like going aggressive straight after Ubers. They get 2 kills out of this one, but here comes the... No, my God! Why do you break the hype, guys? Why do you break the hype? The pause goes live. And this is a pause in which we can analyze. There's Shocky with his head through the thing. And...
Great analysis, great analysis.
Well, that's pretty... Yeah, like, you can analyze this however you want, but everyone is all over each other. And that is basically the best way I can analyze it.
I think Rib is about to destroy. Rib is just sitting here with stickies about to fly out. Numlock's trying to kill a scout at the minute. Shocky might get that frag. Shocky's half. He's going to die to Rib's splash. Numlock is going to take a lot of damage. He might escape. But definitely things are going to stabilise. Broder's sitting here with 2 men down. They probably don't want to push into middle. I mean, just going back to that actual Uber, that's something you see Broder do a lot. And when we played against them, we were just happy to let them trap Zebo and get that frag.
No, you were pretty much spot on onto that one. As soon as the pause went live again, Rip actually went completely massive and Tompa got that kill to Unlocked. James's analysis was more spot on than mine. Everyone is all over the place. As Epsilon is going to be able to drop out of this one very, very quickly.
In fairness, man, in fairness.
What'd you say,
Shocky's head was stuck in the thing. You did get that right.
I got something right. Let's put it that way. I should stick to play-by-play for today. Now I got you here. I don't have to analyze anything. You see broder making their way towards that garage hand side. Gonna go towards the right side. But in honesty, Nox almost already has that Uber, and even though they lose Numlocked, I think Mike might be able to get the kill to Marilyn here. Misses that follow of her shot. And then Uber, Marilyn is still alive. You gotta give credit to that guy. You said it before the game started, before Battleland started, James. You said it. Those dodge skills for that Latvian medic, phenomenal. Even dodging out on Mike.
Yeah, they got put into the meat grinder there trying to chase Mirland down. I think they were trying to pop him off or get the force, but he didn't even have it. He did get it after everybody was dead though, and now he will pop that charge off onto last. The spawns are coming in for Epsilon though, but it doesn't matter because so many blue players on that point. It's capped in the blink of an eye.
1-1 now on the board, and broder really getting the round they needed to have. If you put the 2-1 for Epsilon on the board, it is done. I can tell you that one. Broder's going to have to be trailing all game long once again. Pause. Numlock is actually stuck at the moment. Okay, fine. So this rollout from Epsilon is far from ideal. I saw Nox suddenly stopping in place and saying pause, pause, pause as soon as they could. Is Epsilon actually... Yeah, Epsilon is going towards this middle. They're doing it defensive, though. Not putting stickies on their own crates. There's already a scout behind. Epsilon's going to have to play this very carefully. And I think broder is going to just take full advantage out of that one. It's a 2-for-2 exchange so far, as Rip picks up both kills here into broder's favor. Nox very weak, though. Very weak once again. Now gets taken down by Jukebox. Seems like he's having a lot of a better game than he had on Battleland. So for this middle, though, 1-for-2. We still have left alive, and Rib, just a guy with too much health there. Knowing Shocky, he's going to go for this. Yeah, he is going to go for this. There he comes, coming in from the side. He's going to get 1. It's not going to get 2, though. As Rib, with 76 HP, is going to prevail. 11 down on that middle. But the most important thing for broder is that they pick this one up, and the Epsilon train stops in their tracks, at least for the time being.
Yeah, Rib using Zappos as a meat shield there for the greater good. They do cap that point, and I wonder why Epsilon decided to commit to that middle if they knew the rollout was slightly messed up or whatever, but they did go for it. So I'll give them credit for that. Right now, we're going to see at least 1 medic's on Ubercharged, but Epsilon's Nox is running that crit scree.
This crit's going to hit, like, barely. It's literally 1 second of time that they have. It is one, like, right now, they're not going to be able to hit that window, which is a little bit unlucky. How's Marilyn's trigger finger? I guess that's the question at the moment. Well, it doesn't really matter. He popped that one in. There's Mike and Tompa both going down at the moment. Jukes from Numlock still. He's still alive. Numlock is still alive. He's just juking everything at the moment. Gotta hit those kills. Now he gets taken down. Broder, they're not going to mind losing Zebus out of that one. Get the damage down, now going towards that right hand side, and broder, they gotta be careful not to overextend onto this one, James. This feels very dangerous to me.
Yeah, Numlock gets spawn in 5 seconds. We see both shoulders up now for Epsilon as well. Broder are committing to the point before they've gotten in all the frags. It looks like they're gonna clean up though. Numlock unable to get into this fight, and real nice aggression there from broder, just hammering that one home plate.
I think 4 kills on scouts as well. Zappos and Tompa picked 4 together. Just getting the damage done, playing a very sort of, like they're just standing out of range of the point, just hitting meat shots on everyone who's trying to spam that point as much as they can. 2-1 for broder. They pick up their first lead here in the ETF2L Grand Final. Let's see if they can take it home, or if Epsilon's going to be able to crawl back onto this one. Normal middle for both of these teams, and as they hit the fourth middle, Epsilon's going to try and pull it back.
Jukebox jumps in and gets Numlock. Zappos gets a frag onto Shocky as well. Jukebox is going to make that 2. Zappos as well, both picking up a brace there. And Epsilon forced out again. Mike and Nox, realizing that things were heading south, they managed to get out. They're going to get that charge up. Merlin is dead though, so that's going to be a nice little advantage here for Epsilon. But chicken in. Are they going to have to use the Uber here to block the point, or will they have it push into middle? That can be tough too. Mike has gone in without charge. He will eventually go down. Nox didn't agree with his call to push there, and that's going to be a little bit frustrating.
Raise your broders, ladies and gentlemen, as they pick that middle up. Obviously, Epsilon eSports, they do still have that Uber charge ready to rock and roll, where Epsilon, oh yeah, they do actually get the force out. And broder, they're gonna like that exchange. They didn't really think they got that force. They didn't lose a single player just yet. There's one soldier trying to make his way out, second soldier also making their way out. And Epsilon didn't kill a single player with the Uber. All they did was grab that second point. And now Marlin right here, 85% onto him. And as the rest of broder groups up, gets the health done. This is something that only Epsilon can defend. We've been seeing this throughout the season, James. We've been seeing this, where if broder pushes this, Epsilon is the only team that can break through. But broder, they have learned. They're here in the Grand Final for a reason, as they're going to try and break through. They Uber him blind. And that has come to hurt them a little bit. They get 1 kill, but they lose 2. And as I said, it's kind of been a little bit of a choke point. The spam right there from Rib, though, absolutely crucial. Spamming that left door like mad, hitting absolutely everything. And Numlock drops to the floor. Gear drops as well. And a very, 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 very well executed push from broder. Actually forced this Uber off as well. Grab that second point. And look at Merrill. He's just happily dodging. No problem whatsoever. Only now going down. And broder, they're going to probably see if they can get a kill to Nox here.
Yeah, well, like, rewind this. Epsilon could have saved themselves a lot of trouble if Nox had just Ubered Mike in. Would have got that frag onto Rib. They would have blocked the point. Their spawns were coming in. Sure, they wouldn't have had that Uber advantage. It seemed like they were trying to reinvent the wheel there, or just have their cake and eat it. But eventually they managed to make things work out here. So who am I to criticise them? But right now, they have a little bit of an Uber advantage. They've got a man advantage, and they have broder in a position where broder are not themselves in position yet. So there is an opportunity for them to just keep pushing, use that momentum to get into middle before broder have established their defense, but they're going to just slow things down here and actually wait for that charge instead.
They get the kill to Bash, though. That's obviously going to be a very important pick to get that one done. See Nox, he has that Uber charge ready, but without Bash, it is a little bit of a tricky one. And against any other team, James, I think you can completely agree with me. Against any other team, they would have pushed. But against broder, they give them the respect that broder deserves. The respect that broder has earned throughout this game. And they're like, no, we lost Bash. If we push it in right now against a team that almost has Uber, we die. We cannot do that. Sit in yard, play it safe, slow the game down for the time.
Yeah, I've had a conversation with Nox in the past where he said that basically he doesn't like to play defensive. He thinks playing defensive is bad, but it works against broder. And here we're going to say that they've milked about 2 or 3 seconds of Uber here. Got an opportunity to push forward and do damage, but broder are forcing them out with a lot of spam. Rib comes in on the second wave of that Uber. He's putting her onto Numlock here. He does get denied by Gear, but Gear's on 20 HP. Tumpa will get Gear. Zappos goes down, got launched skywards and plucked out there by Bash's scatter shots. Now Tumpa with another frag onto Bash will avenge Zappos. Shocky onto Zebo though, and things are getting a little bit sketchy here. Jukebox is going to lead in. He's got Rib and back up, but Numlock is just denying the combo and ignoring Jukebox, and that's smart play right there. That's how you play Demo Man. Totally controlled that area, and now he's got a scout up to help him chase down the remaining broder players. Zappos has just respawned to back up Tumpa though. There is an opportunity for them to do something if they're feeling a little bit crazy, but they too are going to show respect, back off and hold at yard. It's such a strong defensive position here, controlling that ramp room.
Traffic control and Numlock coming out right there, making sure no one comes through the red light. So you're right now, see broder sort of gonna have to recuperate themselves. They do have 100%. And Nox has that as well. Gonna try and get some picks here, and Zebasai gets dropped right there by Maryland. That is something that we have not seen throughout the season. Maryland just not getting that Uber right down in time, and Zebasai cannot be happy with that. If you've already looked at the board, guys, I don't know if John has showed you the scoreboard, but Zebasai is not high up there, I can tell you that one. This is only going to add to the frustration coming out of the Swede at the moment. And really, that is one of the things broder's going to have to be very careful about. It is a 5 versus 6, now a 6 versus 6, as Epsilon is making his way back into the fray. But Epsilon, they're going to come from up top, and it is swarming red players around the second point. They got to be very careful. It looks like the execution right here from that push from Epsilon, very well done. And they're going to rush towards last. This is what Epsilon like to do, shift it into next gear, and play with everything they got. Get the damage done, coordinate their spam, and when the 2-all comes on the board, all I can say is that Epsilon did an Epsilon.
Can you confirm, Zebasai actually got 3 points, or did he disconnect?
Yeah.
Was he the reason they paused?
No, it is actually 3 points. I'm dead serious. He has not rejoined anything.
Okay.
He's on 3 points.
Damn, that's tough, man.
Yeah, I saw it a while ago. It's weird.
Rib is faster again to middle, as you would expect. Numlock is going to push a little bit on right side. He shows some stickies there, then just draws back. He's trying to bait out maybe a bomb from Jukebox here. Jukebox not going to fall for the trap though. broder just going to walk forward, step on the point. Now Juke goes up to try and get some damage onto... Oh, Jukebox going huge here, doing massive damage here. Sorry, that was Zebasai following up on Jukebox. These blue soldiers are very confusing, but it's actually the scouts of Epsilon cleaning up here. And that is the Epsilon I love to see. But
that is just Epsilon next level, let's put it that way. They just leave their scouts out of the fight for as long as they can, and then as soon as the time is there, they show up, and the German super duo coming out of Bash and Shocky just absolutely massive. Pick up that middle, and it is the start of maybe the Epsilon era, James. I don't know if you remember, but a couple of seasons ago, I analysed how Epsilon always plays better the second 15 minutes of a game. And despite the time, they pick it up. 2-alls on the part, and they pick up a middle where they lost the previous 3 middles. This time, they finally managed to pick this one up. But Epsilon, they're looking a little bit better, but that is not very good. I don't know what Epsilon's trying to do there, but I think they just handed broder a couple of kills. And oh, never mind. Numlock is too good at this game, ladies and gentlemen. Mike's going to be able to help him out as well. And whilst I thought Epsilon was going to make a huge mistake, they kept their players alive, and Numlock is just too good.
I think they felt like they'd done a lot of damage. Their Nox was very weak at one point. Maybe that was what encouraged them into the death trap that is pushing against Epsilon. But oh, the force is coming in early for broder here. Nox hasn't even got his charge yet, but he's in a great position to hold on to it and get out. He's going to get that charge up. They got a massive advantage here. The spawns will come in. It's going to be 5 seconds for Gear and Numlock Mike. About 5 seconds after that. And then we're going to see big action. He's going to Uber both scouts here. Just hiding against the wall. The pop off gets ribbed. There's a soldier behind them. But they ain't care. They're going for Merlin here. He'll be next on the hit list. He's been assassinated by the Shotgun Bash duo. And they get Jukebox into the organ as well. Numlock meanwhile picks up Zebo in middle. Will clean up that soldier behind. There we see Tomba coming in and getting Nox, maybe throwing them a little bit of a lifeline here to hold on as Merlin just respawns, but they will get all those frags. They're going to cap the point and gain a lot of ground there played.
Cookie guy, he's not doing too bad, but it's not doing good enough in order to get a 1v5 done. He's going to Bash switching towards that sniper rifle. Something he's done in the past, something he's been doing in present times as well. Not managed to land that headshot towards that soldier, and Bash, he is a little bit of an unknown fantastic sniper, if that makes sense. He's unbelievably good. He plays with the likes of Tvik, with the likes of Jukebox, no problem whatsoever. The thing is, Epsilon's not really a sniper-focused team at all. You don't really see him pulling it out that often. And when he does, he's usually quite deadly. As he gets a pick there onto Cookie. There we go, the pick comes out of the Jukebox, and he shows he won a sniper duo against Numlocked. And even though right now he's getting killed by Zebasai, the Uber now comes popped off. They kind of need more than 2 kills though to get something done. But really, is it going to be enough to break through Epsilon right here? They still have 3 players left alive. Numlock's going to be able to trade with Zebasai here. I don't think Zebasai's going to mind that all too much. At least Nox is completely out of the fight, and broder is going to try and get that Uber Force early, at least right now when there's still a couple players down. And Gear, doing what Gear does, is pick up that heavy weapons guy coming here into last.
Yeah, the frag Zebo really needed there was Nox. He was in the MGE mindset, just unloading all his damage into Numlock. Did get him eventually, but now we're going to see Epsilon lead with 2 scouts here. No one else really committing to this push. Gear is going to jump in just in time to steal that heavy frag. So that was Mike, I tell a lie. Numlock onto Tompa. Merlin goes down as well. The scouts have just kicked that door open and the rest of the team are going to flood in, but Zebo and Rib want to say something about this, but that heavy is just going to be too much.
Too strong, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2 now on the board for Epsilon eSports, and let's have a little bit of a look at exactly what they're talking about right now.
Go
Maybe I
bottom
can
left.
drop down to the health pack.
Stefan,
I'll be careful,
pressure,
'cause I'm gonna-
pressure the demo, he's so aggressive.
Yeah,
Go right,
so-
yeah,
From the left?
switch.
Yeah, I'm going right.
I'm gonna
Yeah, go right on...
bomb left.
Stefan
He's
left.
always
Wait, which
sticking.
side do we go now?
He's sticking top.
Yeah. Left.
Is that? Yeah, say when, yeah?
Just
In
call
three,
the
Damage took 40,
ammunition.
damage took 40.
Two,
He's stuck left, he's
one.
stuck left.
Okay, let's go.
Go.
Then we'll switch
Please,
Stefan.
jump.
So Nox,
Push,
push
push,
with me,
push,
push
push,
with me,
push,
our
push.
garage. Nox, come, push with me left.
I'm push with 7.
He's behind us in garage.
Yeah,
down.
you can't do anything. He's still behind.
I'm with you.
No,
Keep
keep pushing,
pushing.
keep pushing,
Who?
keep pushing.
So
I'm
he's
going
solely
up top
behind
left.
us.
I
He's
said-
dead.
Behind
He's
He's
dead.
down.
Okay, don't
Nice.
ignore him.
He killed himself.
He's done.
Yard's clear, yard's clear.
Is he down? Is he down?
Yeah.
Maneuver Mac, step back,
really?
step
Yeah,
back,
Mike,
go
Mike.
garage, go garage.
Scout Z,
Scout
Scout Z going left.
I'm going with gear. Oh,
Is that, I think I have a sniper, I'm not sure.
We're in.
Invited him.
I said go garage,
Yeah,
Seb.
I'm going, don't worry, my bad. Sorry.
Come
Sorry,
on, help
my
me.
bad.
I'm on
Oh my.
Uh,
Okay, sorry. Yeah. This.
yeah.
Solly here.
Z,
Yeah,
Mike,
I've got a
let's
sticky.
go on
Do
down.
they have it? Do they have it?
Yeah.
No, they've
Oh,
used it, they've used it.
we used it.
They...
You know that.
Nice.
Nice.
That's fine, focus
I'm
left,
behind him,
top
we
garage.
sticky.
They're weak in top garage, they're weak.
Let's push
To
garage
the
then.
left. Let's push garage, go, Bash.
They burn right, burn right.
Garage, bottom. Cabo de Z, Seb.
There was also a soldier.
One guy's top.
I pushed top,
Zodiac
Mike.
scout, I don't know. Sure. Sure.
Let's try to
top,
force
top.
them. Mike, you force them. Go, I buff you.
Did I-
Mike, go to force them. Let's go, help, spam, spam medic. Sorry on
So
me.
behind your left.
I'm down. Ah, fuck him. Let's go. Go anyway. Everyone go last.
And that is where we're coming, obviously, as PG-13 cast is done. Broder's going to be able to turn
Fuck
this one around,
him.
ladies and gentlemen. Look at how excited Epsilon was right there. I haven't heard them like that for a long time. That was an Epsilon that wasn't feeling comfortable at all. This is them like being as far up their chair as possible, trying to win this game. They're feeling so pressured by Broder at the moment. It looks like Broder finally managed to pull this one around.
Yeah, I actually loved the sort of democracy, the dynamic they had going on there on the middle strategy as they were rolling out gear. Specifically said to Stefan, we need to focus that demo man. Then you heard the 3-2-1 call. Stefan was just waiting on intersection to go in there and assist gear with his bombing, and that worked beautifully. They got them that frag. I think they got Cookie as well in the middle, I forget, but really, I love the way that worked out. But then things just fell apart whenever Numlock chose to come in with Nox, and he got a little bit mad. He said, Seb, I told you to go garage.
Oh, he did, let's be
Numlock
honest.
wears the, or sorry, Nox wears the trousers in that relationship. He's ordering everybody about. He's in the zone today.
Epsilon's going to try and run out of this one, but I can assure you, Jukebox is flying, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes throughout the air. There's a super Swede coming in. He's not going to hit the shot. He tried. Did not get the kill, but it's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Broder. I can tell you this one, they're going to push. They're going to push, and they're going to try and get the Uber out of the equation out of Nox. So let's see, can they do it? Yes, they can. And they lose one player so far. They can keep it at one, it might be alright, but Bash is chasing, gets 2 meat shot onto the scout already. Is he going to be able to follow up meat shot? Yes, he can, but is he going to be able to give his life for that one? It looks like he's still okay, now goes down. But Broder, they're going to like that exchange. They haven't even lost the second point just yet, and with this Uber charge almost ready to rock and roll into Epsilon's faces, Broder's going to be looking to equalize the score here, James.
Yeah, Bash dying isn't really that big a problem. Maybe Scout the least effective class at this point. But right now, the charge is coming in. That is a problem for them. Nox sitting here on 60%. The Uber gets forced off though. Jukebox has gone down just behind gear, spawns in 2 seconds. So Epsilon are going to be sitting here with 6 players up and only 2 of Broder are pushing. Rib is getting surrounded, swarmed, and he will go down to Shockey's scattergun. And now Mike comes in, totally overextended there by Broder.
This is just Epsilon, guys. I would like to tell you guys how that happened, but there's only one team on the planet that can do that, and that is Epsilon, completely tearing through Broder at the moment. And when I thought Broder was going to be able to equalize it, Epsilon turns it around, and they're going to be looking to make it 4-2 within a minute. They're going so aggressive right now. They're not going to stop, guys. They're never going to stop. Epsilon is going to keep on going until that point is theirs.
This has been a great round so far. Reel back and fourth stuff from 2nd point to 4th point and back again. And now we see an Uber popped off here from Epsilon, but I'm pretty sure that they're not going to overcommit to this like Broder did. They're just going to make sure they cap point. They're going to keep all their players alive. Zebo goes down, and that might be all Epsilon need to push in here. They do see that Broder are close. They may expect them to have that choice. They might have an accurate time on it, but Mirland does not yet have it. There will be a little bit
Here comes
of aggression here.
Gear. Oh my god, here, yeah, Gary, it's the shots, ladies and gentlemen. Epsilon just rushing in towards that one. They're not gonna waste time, like I told you. They're just gonna make their way in. They're just gonna keep on going. Zebasai, 10 HP, it's a lot, man, but it's not gonna be good enough. The crossbow comes in from Nox and hits that shot. 4-2 on the board. And like I said, James, it was 2-1 to broder. And the Epsilon time sort of has dawned on us, as right now it's 4-2 in favor of the Reds. They're looking very, very good to pick up their third consecutive ETF2L title. As here in the Season 15 Grand Final so far, the second map here on Grunnery, it is looking to be there.
Maybe we could hear what broder are planning to do on middle. Right now I'm watching Rib rolling out to the ramp room for the first time.
Jumping now.
Come it again.
Scout right.
Scan weak. Down.
I'm down. Sorry, slow.
The medic. Demo is
Scan with 70 up top.
Sorry, left.
Sorry, John.
on the medic.
Medic took 60.
Demo is weak. Medic scout is weak.
I'm down.
Yeah, I see you.
Combo right.
Sorry to 80.
Need help.
Oh,
I get back. 90.
Won't be able. Yeah, no. Oh my god.
98 too.
Spawning 2.
Can we just give Mike a medal right now, James? Is that possible?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He is dominating these
Pretty good,
encounters
that
he has
guy.
with Zebo.
5 kills on towards that middle. That is... Oh, Mike. That's literally all that I kind of want to say with regards to casting right now.
We should be giving him some hype for his frag, maybe, played. You can't just say, oh, that Mike guy's
Screw
good.
that guy, he's got enough hype today. Maryland actually going down on 98% as well. It's just broder very, very unlucky right there. They were looking so good. And as soon as Zebasai jumped up, the air shot from Mike plus the shotgun follow-up straight off taking him down. It just denied all the pressure that broder was going to put. And right now, they're just going to have to try and hold. But Epsilon, they're not giving them the time to try and hold. As Zap is already going down right here. Just milk that Uber out though from Epsilon. But it's still a 6 versus 5. And Epsilon with a 6 versus 5 means an aggressive Epsilon. That means that 2 soldiers right now have gone down. The scout follow-up going to have to prove to be successful at back. Gets taken down very early. And even though Shocky gets the kill on the jukebox, Shocky's still sitting in the back right there, sitting into that spawn side. Got spotted by the soldier, got spotted by scout. He's going to get taken down. But at least it stopped broder in their tracks for the time being. With 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock and 2 points down, it's going to be difficult for broder to pull this one back. But if any team could do it, it is them, and it is them right now. Heavy
gets lunged in on that explosive impulse. He will force the Uber, but he is down. Rib is dead as well. Gear sacrificing there for that Uber pop. He does get a Demo Man as well. And now Epsilon with a little bit of an Uber advantage. There's a player behind Mike. Somehow killed Jukebox. What's going on? They traded?
Yeah, it looks like they traded. For some reason, Jukebox actually got the kill onto Mike there for once. So the 45% onto Maryland is not good enough, in all honesty. They haven't been building this one out, and they're missing about 10%. It's going to give Epsilon the chance to just push it. They have about 10-15 seconds to make this one happen. They even have the time to wait, which they are doing right now. And even though Rib is spamming this one accurately, he's going to Uber through onto this one. And Maryland, he's very aggressive. Is he going to be able to get taken down, or is he not? They're chasing. They're going to get killed. Maryland, he is alive, but he lost 3 players in the process. And Bash, a little bit too strong, ladies and gentlemen, as there's people getting stuck on the doors. I cannot believe that. Valve, fix your damn game. Epsilon eSports, ladies and gentlemen, the grand final champions, it looks like. If they cap this round, they're done. I cannot keep saying this one, but it looks like Epsilon is going to pick this one up. 2 minutes on the board, and Epsilon eSports, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be the champions of ETF2L Season 15. As the 5-2 is going to be more than enough to pick this one up. With 2 minutes left on the board, it's going to be 3 40-second rounds in order to equalize the score. And let me tell you that one, that is not possible.
No problem, man, no problem. I'm sure Bite could do it.
GG.
I think it must be Fragnet controlling the doors there, man. He's definitely waved his magic wand there, but right now we're going to see...
Fragment guy, he's just sitting up there as like a little bit of a midget, and he just holds up those doors every time. And in the last round, he just pulls them down, and even though Jukebox gets the kill, even though broder is trying their very hardest to still keep on playing for this one, Epsilon eSports, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be the grand final champions here of ETF2L Season 15, powered by Blackout Gaming. The final score, we're still going to have to wait for that one. But the main thing is that right now in the chat, I don't know if you guys can see the chat on the screen. If you can, John is doing his job wrong because you're not supposed to be. But the chat very clearly is saying the doors are broken GG Valve, that's what I'm saying at the moment. And Zebasai, okay, there you go. He got a shot like Mike, and it's very impressive from him to see. But really, Epsilon eSports, the grand final champions. I cannot keep repeating this one. It looks like broder's going to try and at least make the score a little bit even. So they're going to be looking to put the 5-3 on the board here, James. And really, they deserve it. So they put a fantastic fight here onto Granny. But it was Epsilon time. I called it, and I was right. It was Epsilon time, James, and it's going to be enough. GGs are being called. 5-3 as the players are leaving the game, and Epsilon eSports are going to be your champions.
Let's hear those Epsilon comms. Oh, actually, it's all over. 90-second delay. Cancel
No,
that.
they're already here. We can just let them. We can just let them talk instead.
Party! Party!
So a massive party right here in the channels, guys. We're going to have a quick break right now before we move on towards those interviews. Myself and James are going to have some rough questions and some congratulations and partying to do, as both Zebasai, Numlocked, and Mike have made their way in towards... I actually said both, but there's obviously 3 people here. But you heard the names, Mike, Numlocked, and Zebasai. They're going to be answering our questions and going to give you guys a little bit of a heads up of how that game was for them. And as Epsilon eSports is going to pick up their 3rd consecutive title, I'm sure they're going to be very happy with that one. We'll hear all about that here in just a little bit. Thanks for watching Team Fortress TV today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back after the commercial break here in just a little bit with the roundup of the ETF2L Season 15 Grand Final.